All right, let's talk about a word that can make even the most confident student feel a little nervous: networking. If you're at university right now, this is absolutely the perfect time to build a skill that's going to pay off for your entire career. Okay, let's dive right in.
First things first, if the very idea of networking makes you kind of want to hide, you are not alone. I get it. Especially when you're just starting out, it can feel like this big, scary, formal thing that everyone else has already figured out. But I'm here to tell you that's not what it's really about at all.
So let's completely reframe this. Forget the old school idea of just collecting business cards or LinkedIn contacts. Real networking is about cultivating meaningful relationships. It's about building a genuine support system, a group of people who can guide you, help you out, and open doors to opportunities you didn't even know were on the map. It's personal, not just a transaction. Okay, so you might be thinking, why should I even bother with this as a first-year student? You're already juggling classes, a new social life. What's the actual point of adding one more thing to your plate?
Let's really dig into that word investment. Every single conversation you have today with a professor after class, a classmate in a study group, or a professional at a career fair, it's like you're putting a little bit away for your future. These are the people who are going to offer you incredible advice, write those crucial recommendations, and maybe, just maybe, become your future colleagues.
And here's the great news. You don't have to go to some fancy conference to get started. In fact, the absolute best place to begin is right where you are, every single day.
No, seriously, your university campus is an absolute gold mine. I mean, think about it. The world-leading expert on a subject you love might just be your professor. And the person who's going to found the next huge startup, they could be sitting next to you in the dining hall. It's all right there. You just have to start paying attention. So here's your simple 3-step campus playbook. First, engage with your professors. Go to their office hours, not just to talk about grades, but to pick their brain about their field. They are the ones writing the recommendations that open doors. Second, your peers. Look around you. These aren't just classmates. They are your future collaborators, co-founders, and your professional network for the next 40 years. And third, use your university's career services. They are literally paid to help you connect with people and find amazing opportunities. Use them. All right, so once you start feeling a little more comfortable making connections on campus, it's time to take the next step. Let's talk about expanding your world beyond the university gates. Think of it like leveling up in a video game, right? On-campus networking is your tutorial level. It's a familiar place, it's pretty low stakes, and it's great practice. But off-campus networking, that's where you go pro. It means stepping into new professional settings. You have to be a little more proactive, but the interactions you'll have can be incredibly high impact. So how do you actually make that leap? Well, first, start attending industry events. A lot of them are virtual now, so it's easier than ever to just listen in and get a feel for the conversation in your chosen field. Second, you've got to harness the power of LinkedIn. Get that profile looking sharp. It's like your digital handshake working for you 24/7. And third, and this is a real game changer, start doing informational interviews. Which, of course, brings us to the next big question. Once you're in the room or on the Zoom call, what do you, actually say? How do you master the art of the conversation? The single most important rule is this: networking is a two-way street. It is not about what you can get from someone, it's about building a genuine give and take relationship. Always be thinking, how can I help this person? Maybe you can share a cool article you read or connect them with someone you know. Give as much as you get. But that question is still hanging in the air, isn't it? How do you even start a conversation with some established professional without feeling like you're totally wasting their time? This is where that idea of an informational interview becomes your secret weapon. So, this isn't a job interview, let's be clear. You're just asking for their story and their advice. First, reach out with a short, professional email. Your subject line can be simple, like, student curious about your career path. Second, prepare smart questions that show you've actually done your homework on them. Third, your main job in the conversation is to listen and learn. And finally, you absolutely must follow up to say thank you. And I really can't stress this part enough. A short, personalized thank you note after you meet someone, whether it's at a career fair or after one of these interviews, is the one thing that will make you stand out from the crowd. It shows you're professional, you're grateful, and that you're actually listening. It goes such a long way. So we've covered the where and the how, but honestly, the biggest hurdle for most people is internal. It's all about getting your head in the right space. It's all about mindset.
Let's just say this out loud. It is 100% okay to feel anxious about this stuff. Networking is a skill, and just like any other skill, it takes practice. I promise you, every single expert you look up to was once a beginner who felt exactly the same way you do right now. Everybody starts somewhere. So here's your toolkit for building that confidence. The secret is to take the pressure off yourself to perform. Instead, just focus on being genuinely curious about the other person. Be an amazing listener. Ask good, open-ended questions, the kind that can't just be answered with a yes or no. As soon as you shift your focus from, how am I coming across, to, wow, who is this person, the whole dynamic just changes. It becomes fun. So your networking journey starts the moment this is over. I'm serious. Pull out your phone. Who is one person, a professor, an alum you found on LinkedIn, a classmate you really admire, that you could send a quick 30-second message to right now? That first connection is always the hardest, and you are totally ready to make it.